Okay, my little lambs, welcome to the first of two missions from Octane for us to sit there and pay back our debt. It's called the Haven Smokeout. We're going to get ourselves a leverage, which will help us cancel enemy reinforcements. Then we're going to sit here and build out our team, and then we're going to head into this mission. We have to sneak in and kill a Wireghost, and we need to steal what was stolen from Octane. So we're going to sit here and see what could possibly be the best way. Now, the map is sitting there showing us a couple of different ways in. If we pay attention right here, this is where we need to get to, where everybody's going to be hidden. And there's going to be a bunch of security cameras and everything that start popping up. So we're going to sit here and plan out our route. We're probably going to go ahead and go up what's going to be this. We don't want to go over here. We're going to go over this. What would be the left side, we're going to call it. There's one guard over here. We're all right here, so we're going to use pre-compute advantage to give us a boost to two of our other team members, and we're going to start moving them and see if we can sneak up on this guard over on the left. Now remember to switch between sneak and sprint when you're trying to cover large distances, and you don't have to worry about enemies hearing you. When you're sprinting, that gives you way more area that you can coverage, and you also want to remember to sit there and highlight the guards. That way you can get their field of view showing up. So this will help you plan how to move around, staying out of their detection zone. Okay, so now we've got a couple of choices. We can try and sneak up in range to where we could possibly shoot this guard and take them out, or we need to see if we can sneak up here behind them. If we try and do that, they're going to hear us. If we go here, they may hear us, but it would put us in range for being able to get a shot on them. So, okay, we were able to move there without them hearing us. We've got a chance to try and get a good hit on them. Let's see if we can get them. I had to add that little sound effect in just for the fun of it. Okay, so we managed to drop this guard. Now what we need to do is get everybody moved up, and we can safely get them up behind here. This is kind of where we want to go, because there's going to be a little window that we can sneak in through. So we want to try and move everybody up here into a good hidden position. It doesn't look like it was going to let us move there really well, so we're just going to go ahead and hide behind these containers, and we'll just get everybody up here and then reposition on the next turn when we can. Now that we've gotten up closer, we're within range of being able to hear more guards moving around, and you can also see that the rooftop has disappeared so that we can see what's going on in there. So now we can see a little bit better the little window that we're trying to get through, And we can also see a guard up here. Now, our sniper has a chance for dropping him a one-shot. Let's see if we can do it. Well, almost got him. Second shot finished him off, so that's pretty good. So, now we're going to sit there and see. There's nobody else around that should be able to see him. So, now we need to try and see if we can get up here to get to this window. This is the best spot we can get Itana to, so we're going to get her there. Now let's see if we can get Bingo to hop up through here. Okay, perfect. Bingo is going to be able to make it through here, and in here is going to be a lockbox. There may not be a whole lot of loot in there, but there may be something for us, and it also gets us closer to where we need to be. We'll be able to hear the conversation that's going on with all the other guards in this room that you can see that a security camera is pointed at. So let's finish getting everybody moved up and into position and then see where we can go from there. You can see how there's these little ear icons that pop up on guards. That means that there's a chance for them to hear us. And also, if we do go into a zone where they're going to hear or see us, you'll see either a little eye icon pop up for them being able to see us, or you'll see an ear icon pop up. And it usually will sit there and say in red warnings that you will be seen or you will be heard. So we're still trying to sneak everybody into a perfect position before we really light this whole thing up. So let's see what we can do. We should be able to get the lockbox, so we'll get whatever loot we can from there, and then we're going to try and just really get everybody into position as close as we can and find ourselves a way of setting up a great attack so that hopefully we can take out as many of the guards on our turn as possible. And we're going to go ahead and use the skill here. This lets us know what every person here is going to be doing, and everybody that's in there is going to be suffering from a debuff. So you can see that we got a really good coverage with this. So this should help us set up a good ambush. Okay, so one dead body has been found, and now we're pretty much where we're probably going to be going hot. So we're going to see what we can do with Emil. Maybe she could possibly take out the Wireghost. He's right there. As soon as we move out, he's going to see us and hear us, so as long as nobody else would, that would be good. We're going to go ahead and use her lure to go ahead and confuse everybody in there. We were able to get all 4 of them with that, so they're all just going to be sticking to that room, even if the Wireghost hears and sees us. So now let's see if we can get out and take him out with our Slash Blade. There's some pretty powerful attacks that Emil has with it, and if possible, we can take him out in one hit. So let's see what we can do. Alright, he is down, and that is one of the objectives, so we're basically halfway done with this mission. Now we got to get into that room that's guarded and get to that little glowing square to pick up the object that we've got to steal. We're going to get Emil hidden back in an area. Even though she's still being marked as spotted, the person that spotted her is dead, so we don't have to worry. Using the lure worked really well. All 4 of these people in here are literally going to that one spot on the floor and investigating, so they're definitely distracted. We're going to be able to we'll be able to get Itana moved up through the side here, and then when it gets to our turn again, Bingo will be able to sit there and use her talent to deactivate that security grid so she can walk out. So let's get Itana moved up here, and She could be in range for a single attack with her pistol, but I think it's probably going to be best if we move her over here, because then there's a good chance she's still going to be hidden. So, yeah, that guard is staying there. So now it's Bingo's turn. So we're going to get our security scramble activated. The grid is down. Now we can get out and get Bingo into position. We need to see if we can get out and either take out that guard or possibly get into range somewhere where we could throw a grenade into there, because right now those 4 guards that got lured are all close enough that 1 or 2 grenades thrown in there could easily take them out, but all of our people are spread out on a timeline, you can see, so it's going to be hard to try and get everybody lined up for that. But let's go ahead and see what we can do. We're going to try and move our sniper up into range to take out the one guard that's up there on the high platform. And they've got a really good talent called Skullshot. If we can drop the enemy with 1 hit, it's then going to give us some bonus movement points that we can use. So it's basically kind of like a refund of any of the points that you use for getting into position. So hopefully it's going to work out well for us. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use his special form of Overwatch called Death Watch. And we're going to set it up to where we've got this guard all the way down there. Now this guard here, even though he's alerted and looking around, he doesn't realize where we've moved to. This one has come out, and he came into the Overwatch zone, so he got attacked. The others down there where we were a couple of turns ago are all searching, but they haven't figured out where we are, so that's good. So now we definitely need to activate our leverage, because you can see we're at full blue and yellow bars, which means we're going to be hitting security level 3 and there's going to be reinforcements. So we definitely need to go hot now as much as possible. So let's see if we can get into good positions for taking out these guards and possibly using grenades and stuff. Okay, so Itana is up next. If she uses her gun, she's got a 70% chance of hitting this guy, but it's not going to do a whole lot of damage to him. So let's see. If we throw a grenade, they've got a lot of cover from this angle, so the grenade's not going to help much. What we need to do is get Itana into a better position. Now, if we can get her on these stairs somewhere, that's going to possibly help give her some cover. She can also toss off the grenade, so let's try and find a good spot here, and hopefully we'll be able to get a grenade lobbed off. Let's see, that's good position. Okay, if we get this grenade thrown in there just right, it's going to be doing a good load of damage to everybody. They're all going to be alerted to her, but hopefully it's not going to hurt us too much. They're going to be running for cover, which means, they're going to have obstacles in their way, which is going to affect their shooting and aiming at us. So hopefully we won't take too much damage in the return attack. And then hopefully when it comes to our next turn, we should be able to get in there and finish off 1 or more of them with either another grenade attack or maybe a good full auto attack from some of our heavy weapons. What we want to do is try and get Bingo into a good position to where she can use a full auto burst out of her rifle. Right now, if she attacks this one guy, she could do a lot of damage to him with a guaranteed hit, but these 2 guards here at this entranceway, that's what we're trying to do. So if we get into the range here for this one and then get a burst fire selected, alright, we dropped one of the 2 there and the other one got damaged pretty good. We almost got him with a backup shot from our pistol. These guards down here still haven't been fully alerted and know where we are, so now we're going to get our sniper into position of hopefully he can do something. We could either reload his rifle or we can switch to using his hand cannon. He's got a chance of dropping this guy with one hit. He's got a chance of dropping this guy with one hit. So let's see what we can do. Okay, that guy is down. The other one up in the top got alerted, but Pathfinder shouldn't do anything for us right now. What we want to do is try and get into position to toss another grenade. So let's see what we can do. If we can get right about here, we're just next to the camera. Okay, camera didn't spot us. Okay, hopefully we can get these guys. And that is it. We even got a little achievement for that. So now we just got to get somebody in there to that glowing square. And at this point, we really don't need to worry about security level and everything. It's time to do smash and grab. We've done plenty of smashing, so let's get to the grabbing. Okay, our exit point is ready, so now we just need to try and get everybody there as quick as possible. We're not even going to bother trying to worry about disabling cameras. We've got one guard up here we've got to worry about. Hopefully we can take him out. There's another guard next to him which is possibly getting alerted, so two people to worry about, but everybody should be able to sit there and start running. The thing we have to worry about is these proximity mines that have popped up all over the map. So we're going to get in a position, try and take out these guards, and we're just going to ignore the cameras and the pressure sensors. We need to save our skills at disable traps to use on those mines. And hopefully we'll be able to make it out here in the next couple of turns, because if we get out of here and enough of low turns, there's a good bonus that we'll get. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so if you're paying attention at home better than I was, you'll notice that one of the enemy guards set up an Overwatch zone. I didn't see that, so I'm trying to boost Bingo's movement and her initiative and everything. And once she starts trying to move, she's going to get hit from his Overwatch. But luckily, he only gets one shot in on us, and we still have some movement points left. So we're going to be able to keep running, and the plan is like it was before. We need to just get over here, disable mines as we go along, and get to that exit as quick as possible. We've got enough of our teammates that have Overwatches and everything that we can cover our rear or our front if any of the guards that are left out there start trying to close in and flank us. We need to keep at least one action point left. That way we can disable this mine. So we're going to try and get Bingo moved to this wall and get that mine disabled, because hopefully that means on the next turn we should be able to, if not get everybody out on that turn, at least have a really good chance of getting them out possibly by turn 10. Okay, some of our team members are definitely close enough that we can get them to the extraction zone. So we're going to start getting everybody we moved can and get them out. And there's only a couple of guards left, but except for the one down on the other side of the wall, they're not within range of attacking us, so we should be safe. You've got to be kidding me. We're right there at the edge. Oh, so close, but definitely we know by the next turn Itana's going to be able to make it out. So hopefully she'll be safe. She's got enough stuff blocking view and everything that even if they can get up into range, they're going to have a hard time taking shots on her. Okay, and there we have it, folks. Real quick, I have no idea what this guy was shooting through. He is completely behind a wall, which obviously would explain why he missed, which, you know, is good for us. But we're going to get through this mission victory screen and have a quick conversation with Octane. We're going to let her know how well we did, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the next part of the mission that we got to do. So let's get through the conversation and see what's up. Okay, so Octane has given us all the information she can about this mission that we just completed, and she's given us a heads up for what our next mission is going to be. So, we're going to sit there and end the video right here, and thank you so much for watching, my little lambs, and I hope to see you again next time in the Digital Wonderlands.